What's up, Natural Beauty Gang? You already know it's your girl Shay back with another video. And if you want to see how I got these Salon quality braids in my living room, make sure to keep watching. These braids turned out really cute and they actually lasted me a while. Like, usually I get a lot of frizz. I've been doing my own braids for a while and I'm finally starting to perfect them. So just make sure to keep watching. So y'all, when you're doing braids, Shine and Jam is literally the best gel to use to slick down the hair. No matter the hair type, this gel is like, this is the gel to use. I'm gonna just tell y'all that. So if y'all try this and do your own braids, get that gel. That's the #1 gel for braids. So I'm just gonna apply that all over my roots. I'm gonna apply a nice amount to make sure my hair is extremely slick, because you want to get a nice slick braid because you don't want any flyaways, and you want to make sure that your client or your hair is secure for however long they want to wear their braids for. Sometimes people wear them for 2-3 months. Usually I only wear mine for a month, so my hair still looks pretty good whenever I take them out. And yeah, so first I'm going to start by braiding. I'm going to do knotless braids. So I'm going to braid my hair first like 2 to 3 times. And then I'm going to apply the braiding hair underneath my middle finger and just begin to braid the hair right in. So I put the hair in, braid it once, braid it twice, and then I add another piece underneath my middle finger. If you can see me doing it right there, add it under my middle finger, braid it once, braid it twice, and then just do that until you've added the amount of hair you want to add. I only add like 2 to 3 pieces. So once I've added my second or third piece, I'm just going to continue to braid my hair all the way down to the end. And it's literally that simple, that easy. This is a little different than doing actual like box braids. I'm doing the knotless one, so I'm starting off with my actual hair. When you're doing box braids, it's a different technique. If I do those, anytime soon, I will show you guys how to do those ones, because it's a little different when you're starting off the braid, but still the same technique. So once you get to where your hair is and you kind of see it like kind of frizzy sticking out, just add a little bit more gel and apply that to your hair and just continue to braid it into your braids. This was me like 3/4 of the way done. My roots were extremely sleek. I did like kind of messy parts because #1, I can't part that well when I'm doing my own hair, so it's okay. And then for this style, messy parts are really okay with me because I wanted more of a natural look. Straight parts would also be, fine for this, but messy parts are okay too. So it actually only took me like 3-4 hours to get that far, which I was really surprised of. So this style honestly only took me like 5 hours to do. So I'm going to show you guys again. I'm going to braid my hair 1 time, 2 times, and then 3 times, because that's just that's where I like to start off. It's easier for me. So I'm going to take the hair, apply it under my middle finger, braid it into my hair 1 time, and then 2 times I got to get back to my starting point, and I add 1 more piece of hair to braid into my hair. So I'm going to take it, apply it under my middle finger, and then braid it right in 1 time, and then 2 times. And then for that braid, I only added 2 pieces of braiding hair, and then I'm just going to braid that all the way down to the end. It's really that simple, guys. That's why I like to do the knotless braids, because they're much easier than trying to do the actual box braids with the knot at the root. The knotless ones are really easier because it's kind of like you're doing feed-in braids, but it's kind of like you're doing a mix of feed-in braids with box braids. So make sure you keep the hair extremely tight, because that is what keeps flyaways, and that's what helps to hold your hair in the braid much longer than a couple weeks. Because if you get flyaways after a couple weeks, if you're going to like a basement stylist, that's why they're not doing your braid really tight. Just make sure your braids are super tight and you won't have to deal with flyaways. And this is my finished look, y'all. This was actually after I got done braiding the hair. I wasn't like finished, but my ends, make sure you braid all the way down to the ends. I usually like trim up my ends a little bit, but I wanted to try something different. So I'm going to be adding some mousse to the ends of the hair. And then after I add the mousse, I'm going to wrap my perm rod around it because I want it kind of curly ends, but I didn't want to add the curly hair because if y'all didn't know, that hair is synthetic hair, and that literally knots up in like 2 days, and it's going to have you looking like Janet Jackson collection hair after you done worked out for an hour. It's going to be matted and looking stiff. So I didn't want to use that hair. So I'm like, let me try this. Let me see how this looks. So I'm just going to add, oops, sorry y'all. I dropped my phone. But I'm just going to add perm rods, all, not to every single braid at the end, but just so it looks nice and even. Next, I'm going to add my styling mousse, the same that I added to the ends of my hair. I'm going to add that all over my roots to make sure my braids are nice, secure, and they look neat. So while I let that mousse sit into my hair and make sure that I have no flyaways, I'm going to dip my ends into hot water. This is what secures your ends so that your ends don't unravel. And I'm going to keep dipping it so that way my curls can form also from the perm rods that I put in my hair. So then next I'm just gonna blow dry my ends to make sure that my hair is dry, because I hate when like that hot water be dripping on me after braids because it be burning me because that water be super hot. So I'm just blow drying it to get it pretty dry. If you can see my ends, you can kind of see how it got curly. I kind of like that look better than, like I said, adding the curly hair, because that hair will not last at all. Unless you use human hair, that it will definitely work for you if you use curly human hair, but that synthetic hair, it's just a no. Don't use it, sis. It's not right. So as you can see, my roots, they don't look too bad. My parts aren't super straight, but this look, it kind of gives me more of a natural look, so that's okay. And then this is the ends of my hair. It's not all the way dry yet, but you can see kind of how the curls turned out. But just wait till it gets dry. It'll look much better because it's gonna kind of shrink up a little bit more, and the curls are gonna look better. So I just laid my edges a little bit. Y'all know how that go. You gotta always make sure your edges are laid. I really didn't leave too much hair out. That's just what was there. So if you want to leave extra hair out, you can. I know you can do like some fun little edges. But this is my finished look, y'all. This was the next day after it was fully dried, or I think it was a couple hours later. Whatever, this was after my hair was fully dry, y'all. I am really feeling this hair. I can't even remember what hair I used, y'all. I'm so sorry. I know it was Expressions. I can't remember the colors. But thank you guys for watching, y'all. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed these braids. I kept them in for like a month. They could have lasted longer, but that's just me. I don't like keeping hairstyles for a long time. Yeah, so I got a lot of compliments on this. If you guys try this, let me know down in the comments. Let me know how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on my next video.